Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Out and About in Calaveras County with Tim and Lisa. Today, we're bringing you a very special coverage of a nonprofit in the community that does great good. They're called the Do-Wooders. They're part of the Chapel in the Pines, and they're a group of retired gentlemen that process and give away over 100 cords of wood to the needy every year. Let's take a look. Gentlemen, you're part of the Do-Wooders, right?
Yes.
And you are?
Robert Mueller.
Okay.
My son Dan.
And I'm Dan.
And you are?
Marty.
Marty.
Yep.
You guys are volunteers, right?
Yeah, we're volunteers.
We're volunteers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, we understand, or we've been told, if you process over 100 cords of wood every year and give it to the needy in the community.
Yeah. I think 1 year last year or the year before it was over 200.
Over 200 cords of wood.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And this is all volunteer.
Yep.
And it's all nonprofit.
Yep. Correct.
You're an offshoot of the chapel, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. My understanding is that you're facing some challenges, and we're doing a fundraiser. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
So, what is it you're lacking to be able to do the work that you do in the community?
A good strong truck, because all of our trucks have gotten really old. One's broken down, and one's like a 1987 and on its last leg.
These are the gentlemen that make up the Do-Wooders. We've asked them to stop work so that you can get a chance to see who they are, and we can talk about the challenges that they're facing right now. They currently process and deliver free of charge to needy in the community over 100 cords a year, and I believe that there's been years they've far exceeded that. But gentlemen, please tell us who you are.
I'm Jack Podell, and I have been a beneficiary of this service, and it's part of my community, and I just really appreciate it.
And he's been a do-wooder for about a week.
Thank you.
My name's Robert Mueller,
I'll be.
and we moved up here a little over a year ago, and this is a very important ministry that I taking place.
Al Brocchini, I've been helping out the do-wooders about 2.5 years.
I heard a week.
Yeah, that's me.
That's his strength. That's an arm strength. No, he's our wrecking ball. I'm
Yeah.
Mark Blatt, and I've been doing this for about 3 years, I think, and ever since I retired. But now this is taking up my Monday and Wednesday mornings. Just happy to do it. Love serving.
Mark Ania, Blue Lake Springs, 11 years, 8 years as do-wooder. Pete got me involved.
Doug Wright. I've had a place up here for the last 12 years and been doing Do-Wooders for about a year now. And just really love coming out serving the community every Monday and Wednesday.
Well, I'm Pete Padelford. I'm the least important. Al is our real leader in here that runs everything. He keeps everything going.
That's him.
And I've been doing this for I don't know how many years, 12, 14. Dick is the oldest member of this group. He was here with Will. I was here with Will Milhoff, who was our leader and has passed away since. But we try to do this job the way he had set it up, except we have a lot of new equipment that we never had. I know he's up there now saying, "You lazy guys, we got this machine and it takes and does all the work and we don't have to hardly do anything." But we love doing this ministry. Take the dark glasses off, Bill. We want to know who you are. Oh, they are. They're safeties.
Marty Ryder from Lakemont, and worked about a couple months there.
I'm Bill Kaiser. It's just a pleasure to be here working with these guys. It's a real service, and I just feel like we're doing what the Lord would have us do.
You just need to know the camaraderie between these guys. If they don't work on a day because of weather, they want to meet at the coffee shop and have breakfast. They're not going to go just say, "Oh, I'm free. I'm going to go sit at home." They go, "Anybody for coffee or breakfast?" And it goes out to all. But they're a group of guys really working together.
Dick Busey, I'm into my 22nd year almost. After I retired for a month, my neighbor was Will Melhoff, who ran the program for 25 years, and he decided to retire at 91 years old, and so we've been doing it ever since, and I miss it when we don't have it, so it's a great opportunity for anybody to help out, and everybody in the community knows about us, so it's a pleasure to do this job.
And I'm Dan Mueller. I'm the new young guy here to pick up the slack when the old equipment breaks down.
Thank you, Dan.
He tries to help us so we don't break down.
Yeah.
I'm here with Bill Kaiser. Bill, what do you have to do if you want to come down and volunteer? Do you have to be a member of the church?
Just be able-bodied. That's all you have to be, and willing to do some work. And we're happy to have anybody that can do that.
And then,
Strong back.
Can you share with the folks some of the impact, some of the experiences you've had when you make these deliveries?
Well, I had a chance to go on a delivery with Pete. Well, it was last year, but these people were living in a very small house, basically a cabin, and their only source of heat was wood, and they were both pretty much disabled. And so it felt really good to help them out, and they were so appreciative that it just warmed your heart. You know,
I bet.
It was a really good experience. Yeah.
And I believe that there's one more story.
Mark?
I got it.
Mark?
Oh yeah, Mark.
You don't have to be a member of the church. I'm actually a member of the Catholic Church. I've been doing this 8 years, and I have a couple of stories. I've been on a couple of deliveries. One was Tanwood Mobile Park. The elderly gentleman had assistance from a young gal, and he was down to a few sticks of wood when we dropped off the delivery. And that place is an old mobile park, and I felt very sorry for that gentleman. The assistant he had to do all the work and hopefully kept him warm. The second story was a couple of years ago. Jesse Wallace, who owns Millworks on the highway, lumber yard, his worker came over. Jesse plowed this yard, which had a couple of feet of snow. We filled the worker's truck, and he took it down Sheep Ranch to a lady who had 3 kids, no heat because the furnace broke, and we saved her in the middle of January.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really, there's many stories that the people, when we go and bring this wood to them, they're so thankful. It means a lot to them, and we really enjoy it. It's hearing these people when they say thank you so much because we need you so bad, and they want, we need to use you every year, and that's what our reward is in this. That's what keeps us going, is we want to be here every Monday and Wednesday. It's been that way ever since I don't know when, and we all show up because we know there's a need, and it fills our heart every time one of those loads go out that we know somebody's being helped that needs the help, and we're able to do it.
Pete, if somebody wants to volunteer, do they have to contact you? Do they have to fill anything out? They just
show up here. Yep, on the winter time, when it's cold, we start at 9 o'clock, and we do 2 or 3 loads a day. We can do more with this. Once we get our second truck and we can run 2 trucks, we can off with that machine.
So that's Mondays and Wednesdays?
Monday and
Mondays
Wednesdays.
and Wednesdays, 9 o'clock. In the summertime, we start at 8, and then if it gets really hot, we'll start at 7 to beat the heat and things like that. So you can call a number. Al Brochini is 209-795-9100, and he'll tell you what time they're working that day, and you can come. But right now in the winter, we're going to stick at 9 o'clock until we get into some warm weather, and we'll go back to 8 o'clock probably. But no, everybody is here, and that's just because we know we help this community.
I want to thank you guys again. I'm very impressed with what you do. Very impressed.
Thank you very much. It's for the community, and that's seeing people being taken care of that need it so bad. It helps them to have money to go spend on groceries and clothes and stuff instead of having to pay that money out for firewood to keep heat in their homes. And there's little kids, elderly ladies, we have quite a few widows up here that are
Disabled?
using it, and disabled. We have disabled people in wheelchairs that we take it to, and we've been doing over 200 cord a year, 200 to 200 plus cord a year. And now it started out as a ministry back in about 1990, I guess.
91 or
92, and the first year they delivered 20 cord of wood, and today this is where we are, and it's all volunteer. We have a real need. Our trucks have been the same trucks we've had all along, and they're old. A couple of them gave up on us, and we're down to one truck now, and it's limping.
Okay. My understanding is that you found a replacement truck and that you put a deposit, but you have to raise the money.
It's very hard to find the trucks. We looked for 3 months, and we finally found one that would fit to do our job here, and it's the only one we could find. We looked at auctions, we did everything, so we have a truck that we can purchase that is going to let us buy to do the service here, and it's perfect for what we need to do in it. But it costs today. They are not turning their trucks back in to get new ones because of the cost, and so they know what they got, and they're charging pretty high price to buy a truck, and it's really difficult for a program that lives on donations to do something like that. And the church has stepped up and said, we'll help you to get it, but we got to have the money replaced. It isn't money that they can just give us and walk away. Our program lives on donations. The church doesn't fund it. We went to donations about 5 years ago, and it's been great.
Now, you are a nonprofit status?
Nonprofits, 501c3. Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yep, it is. And you can take, and if you want to help us and donate here, you can write a check and send it to the church at Chapel in the Pines, P.O. Box 9, and put down on your check in the left lower corner for the truck. Or if you just want to donate for wood, you put wood in the corner. But the truck is what we really need. We need to help really bad with right now. I want to give a real thanks to PG&E. Dylan and George are doing here, and the need that we had for a truck, and he was able to get the fund that they have for donating to things like this to give us $5,000 towards the truck to help us to buy this, and that's huge.
Awesome. For us,
that's huge, and we appreciate it. I want to thank PG&E for that.
Well, gentlemen, I can't thank you enough for your volunteerism and the impact you make in our communities. I doubt very many people know about it, but hopefully this will give you guys some attention and hopefully get some donations so that you continue to do what you're doing to help the people in the community.
Yeah,
thank you.
It's needed. Thank you.
I hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the Do-Wooders and the Out and About series. The goal of doing this video is to be able to raise the money necessary for them to secure the truck they need to continue doing what they're doing. We chose not to do a GoFundMe because they take a percentage, and we want to just do this directly. At the bottom of this video, you'll find a link that will allow you to go and make a donation. When you follow the link, there will be a drop down, and you have to choose Do-Wooders at the time. Any amount is beneficial. Anywhere from $10 and up would be extremely grateful for your donation. Thank you again.